don't go crazy, 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 don't go crazy.
Welcome people to a new Let's Play that's Sting. Who's Sting? Shay, do you know Sting?
He's a rocker.
I thought so too.
Yeah, wasn't he with the police?
Ah, shit, it's Silent Hill.
Actually,
Never mind.
A tower, a tumor, a jackal. Is it a jackal? A jackal.
a tower.
Hey, you got your anime in my video game.
Yeah.
You definitely got your anime in my video game. What?
Yeah, you should. We're in for quite a shitstorm. This game is called Baroque. It was first released for something called Sega Saturn, awesome. and later got re-released for PlayStation and then remade for Wii and PlayStation 2. This is the PlayStation 2 edition because I didn't want to play around with the wiggle-waggle controls of the Wii.
Yeah, man.
And it was cheaper. This game is sort of a mix of randomly generated dungeons and JRPGs. It has a really interesting way of storytelling in that you actually have to look for the plot. It's not gonna just happen on you. You may also miss out on a lot of plot if you just do something earlier or later, or just don't do something at all. You actually have to look for people within the dungeon in order to unveil the plot.
I'm seeing a lot of Christian symbols.
That's another thing. I would say this game is a spiritual prequel to Drakengard.
Spiritual prequel?
Yes, it was first released in '98. So that's why I'm saying. But it could as well be a sequel to some of the most horrible endings of Drakengard.
Why does this not surprise me? At all.
Yeah, think of the endings. Think of the ending B and D.
His EEG readings are moving violently. Increase the barbiturate sedative.
More technobabble.
Changes in sections E4, T4, and the multiple temperance way.
Even more technobabble.
Administering the receptor inhibitors.
Sir, we're running low on technobabble. My God.
Oddly enough, I understand what they're all saying.
I probably would too if I thought about it.
I'm a nerd.
No, my anatomy and physiology classes are way behind. Oh my word.
The fuck is this, Minato?
Look to your right. The twisted ones are writhing in pain. There's really no need to reproduce those with Baroques, though.
Giant naked babies.
Items is my hobby, though I can only hold 5 items.
The voice acting is delightful.
Wait a minute, he sounds like Bahamut.
He kind of does.
Also, the voice acting in this game is actually really good. Every piece of voice acting is done with, let's say, emotion and, well, over-the-topness also. But there is a good reason for that.
Okay, so...
Because every piece of voice acting is actually a collectible.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You don't need to get them for anything, it's just if you want to, kind of thing.
Vitality is your stamina.
Stamina, there's HP, there is vitality.
For you next time. You can have it back now.
Well, shit you, little fucker. Well,
Bastard.
Normally you can give him items and he's going to...
aren't supposed to come here. Go to the Neuro Tower.
He's going to hold on to them, and the more items you give him, the more storage space you're gonna get in the future. However, For some reason, I discovered that on the first run, there is an exception. He's not going to take an
Go to the
item.
Neuro Tower.
So wait, you're telling me that he
Hurry to the
levels
Neuro
up?
Tower.
Kind of. Like, if you give him 5 items, he's going to be able to carry 10. If you give him 15
Did you
items,
need
15.
something? Sorry, but could you come back later?
If
Baroque?
you give him 15,
Did you quit it? Quit it.
if you give him like 15 or 20 items, I want to say, it's gonna become 15, and then it's like incredible.
Seriously, this is like the Coffin Man. All right, this is Persona 3
to avoid
Apocalypse Edition.
disputes.
I think he likes the word goddamn.
Please leave.
Yeah, he ends.
You're right. I prefer to avoid goddamn pointless disputes.
Yeah, I want to show him like without
I prefer
the
to
map.
avoid goddamn pointless disputes.
Okay. Oh my god, it's Edward.
Marie said, bones that are too hard to bite down on should be thrown at your foes. The
Yes.
sentry angel had said, stop it.
Her characteristic is that she never said. She always
My
quotes
eyes
everyone.
keep twitching and it won't stop.
And I'm not gonna exactly say what.
What?
What am I doing?
My eyes keep
What am I
twitching and it
trying
won't
to
stop.
do?
There is a thing with her, but I'm going to let you guess what it is.
That's what I hear from the Neuro Tower.
And he's my favorite.
Yeah, long neck, yeah.
You're violent. Stop that.
You see what I
My
mean
eyes
about the
keep
voice
twitching.
acting?
The false angels are saying. Longneck had said, you're violent, stop that.
Yeah, earlier she said
My eyes
the
keep
false
twitching
angel.
and it won't stop.
Yeah, it
What
was,
am I doing?
The false angels are saying, go to the Neuro...
I wanted
Longneck
to
had
check-
said, you're violent, stop
I
that.
wanted to check if she's going to say what am I doing when I'm trying to do, but it doesn't work that way. And here I'm doing something, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing.
transfer bones.
It's going to appear in another next to another consciousness orb, but I don't get that.
Jesus.
It seems you have difficulty speaking. Well, even though you are flawed, you are fortunate to even be in this shape. Is your memory damaged as well?
I know that voice.
You must
Yeah,
know
me
what
too.
you must accomplish. Do you understand? Head for the bottom floor of the Neuro Tower. That is your mission.
The angel gun.
The most useless item in the game.
I'm useless.
And that says a lot because there are, I want to say over 200 items.
There is meaning in you using it.
It only has 5 shots, but can't its shots kill any? Awesome, I got energy rain. Can its shot kill anything?
Yes, it's a one-hit kill on everything.
So how is it useless?
It's absolutely atrociously useless. You're gonna see. I'm gonna try using it. Yeah, here. If you're going to after exploring, just go on that thing,
Can you
and
hear
it's
my
gonna
voice?
restore your health
I hope
And
you can
vitality.
come where I am
and
safe.
vitality. The health and vitality work as such. The vitality is going to decrease as you just go on. I don't think it changes with whether you perform an action or not. If you have vitality, your health is going to regenerate. But if you run out of vitality, your health is going to start to go down. And it's not and as you've seen, it's not just in the dungeon; it's also in the overworld. And here, if you have a piece of meat or a heart, yes, you eat hearts, and if you have a piece of meat and your health is full, your health is going to increase. If your vitality is full and you eat a heart, your vitality is going to increase. However, the problem is you want to always try to increase your vitality, because whereas health goes up with every level, vitality does not. And those enemies are atrocious. Because you can't...
Stomping things.
you can kill them by punching or hitting them with something else, but it's just easier to stomp on them.
Of course.
Okay, and here I'm going to show you why this thing is so useless.
Of wings.
Yes, that is an accessory. The aiming in this game is horrible. You see?
You wasted a shot. Wasted a second shot. Hey!
And here, look what happens.
Oh, wings.
Mm.
Feathers fell down. From heaven. So, now you've wasted 4 shots.
And now I have a sword, so I don't care anymore. There are loads and loads of items in this game. Each and every one of them has its unique effect, or just incredible stats or something, or horrible stats, which can also be used as a trap for you. Because there are, for example,
Who will disappear?
and that is an example of how the plot works in this game. There are a lot of cutscenes and conversations that are hidden among the levels. They will always appear on the similar floors. Like, for example, the Phantom, we're gonna call him Phantom, is going to always appear on the depth minus 100. And certain other characters are also always going to appear on certain depths. You just need to look for them on those certain floors.
The bottom floor here is 400 cubits underground. Don't die. Come down and burn your duty into your brain.
No, I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm going to die.
Don't you start over?
There is something interesting about it.
Oh god! We have put this man into a corner as it's too graphic what is happening to him. Please look away now.
Well, you're not gonna see him die.
You tease. JR6?
What?
I was just wondering if you were alive.
You recovered from poison, and now I'm dead.
You recovered from poison in time to die. Have fun with that.
Uh-huh.
And now...
Administering the receptor inhibitors. Prolactin decreasing. Increasing the amount administered.
It literally just
He died
starts
in the
over.
consciousness simulation. This one's a failure too. Administer
Oh.
TER into the ventricle.
It's no use.
Mr.
Let's move
Cooper.
on to the next one.
No, wait. Administering quasi-cellular. His spasming is subsiding. It's working.
We need to increase the
Someone
technobabble.
who would die in the simulation is...
You never know.
Never know.
The future of the real world isn't predefined.
Shouldn't we re-inject some CCK?
There's no need for that. It's too hard to live in this world without some sort of a parole. Besides, he's regaining consciousness. Now go wherever you want. This will be your real atonement for your sin.
So let me guess, you're expected to die.
Not really. Actually, that's one way of completing this dungeon. You don't need... the real amount of times you need to complete the dungeon is 1. Other than that, you just need to get to the certain point, and then you can die. Just by completing a dungeon, you're gonna get an ending. and there are a total amount
Bottom
of
floor here is 400 cubits
I want to say
underground.
5 endings.
Don't die. Come down and burn your duty into your brain.
Your brain.
Burn your duty into your brain.
Already know that.
Actually, this scene that you've seen is different if you complete the dungeon, which I'm going to show. It's just a dialogue change, but it's still interesting. In that you can only get one version and not another. Yeah, and important part about this game is the item management. Oh, and I teleported.
Can't escape it.
You can discover what the item does just by eating it. With items such as bones, there may be more than one in a stack. But you can also discover what kind of sword you have if it doesn't say so from the beginning by equipping it, or what kind of coat you have by also equipping it. But you should be wary about that, because sometimes some items are gonna have a blue brand on them. Blue brand basically means you can't take it off.
So is the blonde dude the Archangel?
Yes.
Okay, he's voiced by Kyle Keeber. He did.
And you see me trying to find those things. It's atrocious. Thankfully, those enemies disappear, like, in a couple floors.
That's always nice. Yeah, a lot of TV series.
It's always good to check out some walls if they look weird, because they might disappear.
That's any JRPG though.
Yeah, there are just some walls that are fake. And also, one more thing that is important: none of the none of the corridors will ever end on a dead end. There is always going to be a room at the end. So if there is actually a corridor that ends with a straight wall, try hitting it. Like, for example, here. But here you can actually see on the map that it's there is another room behind the once you enter the bigger room, or the other one.
What's with the heartbeat?
Actually, I'm gonna increase the volume of the sound effects for the future videos, because the heartbeat actually changes according to what kind of actions you perform. Like, if you're just walking or standing around, it's going to be slower, and if you're getting attacked by an enemy or you're attacking them themselves, the heartbeat is going to get more intense. Like that.
He did
That was a belch.
he did a lot of anime.
Well, that's why they casted him as an anime angel. Now that makes sense. Now does it? Oh, and
Well,
for example. Oh, another two of my favorite characters.
I am Urim.
I am Tumin. You're almost to the bottom floor, but I don't know what will happen.
Now you must hurry to the bottom floor.
Two of my favorite characters in one person.
That's a threat. Yeah, okay, he's most well known is one of the better known one is Teenage Gohan from
I
Dragon
am
Ball Z.
Tumin.
Oh.
You're almost to the bottom floor.
You mustn't.
Waste food.
Also, if you give
Ow, 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 ouch! Ooh, that smarts.
Stop it.
every time you meet someone, try to hit them, give them an item, give them rotten food, and if you're in a status condition such as poison, blind, I don't want to spoil another stomach ache. You're going to get different reactions. Also, if you have a parasite.
Is my parasite? I call him para.
Parasites are actually there is no downside of actually having a parasite.
Is this my parasite? I call her Eve.
I knew that was coming.
You know me too well. That means I'll have to murder you. I mean,
I love how he just slides as if nothing happened after an enemy runs into him like that.
Yeah, thankfully the like the attacks that send you flying. Oh, and here, Cursebringer Angel.
I've got one to steal. You can't move this.
This is a really useful thing because he allows you to get rid of useless items. Or throw bones over over your reach and destroy them. What he's gonna give you is absolutely random. There is no rule to that.
I saw you throw something rather important in there.
No, that was just some useless piece of junk.
I'm sure there are many people who would disagree with that.
Well, you're gonna see. There was no shots in it anyway.
It had one shot left.
I can do better with 2 sword swings than that.
Sounds like the thing from Galaxy Quest. That's another good movie.
Never heard of it.
It's funny. It was basically like a movie version of like what the behind the scenes of Star Trek kind of thing.
Oh.
It was funny. It has its moments.
Yeah. And here, if an enemy is, there are some devices to be found in the tower that are going to change the environment somehow. Like for example, fire floors or rooms with flaming walls. If for example they affect you as much as they affect other enemies. And also enemies may attack themselves, so there is friendly fire. There is only one item that works always for your advantage, and that is one sort of trap. Other than that, if you for example throw a healing item on an enemy, it's also going to heal them.
Oh. I also notice you're wearing a coat now.
Yeah, because I found one, and I equipped it.
I found pills and ate them.
They were tasty. Then I saw a light in the sky. It was delicious. I have eaten Jesus. And he was good.
Just the sound that it makes when you find those pills in the Binding of Isaac.
They're weird.
It's the funniest thing.
That's a fucked up game.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and here I showcase the moves of this little thing. One of which is really interesting.
I'm gonna hug you.
This one. But watch out for it, it's going to cause blindness.
I thought it caused stomachache. Tish.
There is a status called stomachache, but I have no idea what it does.
I need hot.
That was just funny. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, there are quite some things.
Oh my! What in the world is that?
It's like something from Summon? You can summon?
Yeah, it's useful in a tiny room, and if you have a torturer on you. Torturer is a kind of device that causes a magical attack that hits everything in the room. Summon will basically, yeah, as it says, summon everything from every place of the floor. So items and enemies.
Okay then.
It's good for grinding.
That's actually incredibly useful.
Yeah, and once you're like about to leave the floor, it's always good to go to a tiny room and summon everything. Oh, and homing bones. Those are really fun. Breaks teeth and inflicts damage if you eat them. However, if you throw them, they cause quite a lot of damage. And they are homing. They are actually much better than the gun.
Gained life.
That was funny. Life is a sword that increases your HP. I'm not gonna use it because I'm just about to finish the dungeon.
Let me guess. The 100-bit part of it is completely useless, and you should just pay attention to the first number.
Hello.
Forgive my sins.
No. What are you gonna do now?
Well, I actually like that character, so I do forgive her.
Oh, you have to find her again?
What?
You have to find her again?
Well, we're gonna see her more, as well as all the other characters.
Yay. That fills me with happy joy feelings.
My eyes keep twitching and it won't stop.
Yeah, she's a weird one.
Every time you die, they are going to get new things to say, actually.
Aren't you required to die?
Yes, you are. Multiple times.
So failure is the only option.
Yes, or that or completing the dungeon. Which also results most of the times in death.
You're not going to complete the dungeon first time around, though, are you?
I am. Well, actually, the dungeon... yeah. Well, the thing is, the dungeon just has... varies. Like, depending on your advancement in the plot, the dungeon is going to be... the dungeon is going to be right now only 5 floors. The second dungeon is going to be 16 floors. The third dungeon is going to be 22 floors. And the last one is going to be 39 floors.
Damn, that's a jump. I have to say, though, that knock you away attack can be quite useful.
You can actually perform that with some of the swords or a charge attack that you can do with a sword. However, you never... If enemy spots you first, you never actually have the time to perform it.
No, not that. More the fact that get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, but it can also throw you into like a hazard, like for example a poisonous cloud.
Oh my god, a pit! Ah!
Well, here you didn't see it because the enemies were respawned far away, but yeah, there is me showcasing the summon. There are only a couple items to be found here. Bones, more bones.
That's a lot of bones.
And this little thing. And here's the trap. Traps are weird. If you find one, well, they have to be lying on a good side in order for you to be able to pick them up. It's completely random. And when you actually place them, it always says heads or tails.
Jesus Christ.
One side is going to be just, you know, you pick them up, pick it up again, and you try again. And another side is the effect. However, with the traps, there is an advantage in that if enemy steps on a trap, they're going to get damaged. However, if you step on a trap, everything around you is going to get damaged. And now we're on 9999999 floor.
Whoa. You jump from 400 to 99999.
Yes.
Remember your duty. Shoot the angelic rifle at the bottom floor and purify the world.
You see, we got the jump.
But say, boss, we got a bit of a problem on that. I sold it and got nothing. Hey, look who it is. Genova, right? I mean,
AB.
I mean,
AB. And here, some like food items are gonna get food items aside from bones are gonna get rotten. If they got rotten, if you eat them, they're still going to increase your vitality or health. However, they're going to decrease your attack and defense.
that's an interesting side effect, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a question. My question's gone. Does that mean your stats carry over every time you die?
Of course not. You start at level 1.
Receptor inhibitors. Prolactin decreasing. Increasing the dosage amount.
This one's a failure too.
No, eyeball reaction is up.
They're moving too fast.
Administer GER into the ventricle.
It's no use. Let's move on to the next one.
No, wait. Administering quasi-cellular. His spasming is subsiding. It's working.
Won't part of his simulation remain residually?
He'll think it's just a prophetic dream.
We follow the same pattern as the consciousness simulation.
You think the implanted memory will hinder him?
Should we re-inject some CCK?
There's no need for that. It's too hard to live in this world without some sort of a Baroque. Besides,
I see what you
he's
mean.
regaining consciousness.
There's a little bit of change.
Yes, you
Now,
get a little
wherever
more
you go.
if you actually complete the phase.
This will be your real atonement for your sin.
It's interesting.
And then the giant naked flying babies.
We're gonna get to that.
They're a giant
See,
naked
now
flying.
I'm level 1.
Jesus H. Christ.